Und willkommen zurück, Leute, bei Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty. Jo, wir haben nicht mehr viel Zeit.
The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Wir müssen nämlich hier
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons.
hier
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course,
wir haben nur
another
7 Minuten
Metal
Zeit,
Gear.
davon sind schon fast eine Minute rum. Also
With
müssen wir
Ray,
uns auch etwas
the
bewegen.
hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat.
Das sind natürlich ein
Blind rush
Haufen
to
Leute.
nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Könnte interessant werden.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
Hat geklappt.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. It cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add
Gehen hier
fuel
mal
to the
hoch.
uncontrolled
Ich
fire of
glaube, hier sind noch ein
nuclear
paar
proliferation.
Sachen.
It is a fact that
Zeit
players
müsste
in
eigentlich
favor of
dicker
such a
ausreichen.
policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
Weil sonst noch
Some say
Munition
that
her.
the
Wir haben ja
strategic
nicht mehr
importance of
viel, oder?
aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially
Da gehe
those
ich mal
with
ganz,
submarine
weil
and
wenn man
air
hier
baggage.
drüber rennt, über die Bleche, dann
Not to mention interference from a major player.
das
But
sind
this
jetzt doch ein wenig
project is
gefährlich,
vital to
oder?
the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. I have a daughter. And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier,
Aber
I
ganz
know
langsam
that
drüber laufen, passiert nichts.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike
Jo, jetzt sind wir schon mal Raum 2, aber es gibt 3.
Metal Gear Ray
Dritten
is
Raum.
amphibious. Unlike the Army's
Müssen wir
Rex,
hin.
it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any
Hier
shoreline.
wechselt ab und zu die Sicht. Das ist auch ein dumm, oder?
Its onboard joint
Damit man
tactical
nicht lang.
information distribution system identifies targets with unerring
Ach
accuracy
nee.
and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Das ist die Frage.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right. Left. Down. Right.
Jetzt gucken sie, ne? Das ist so dumm.
Up.
Oh, jetzt hat aber auch die Zeit angehalten.
Let's continue.
So.
The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However, the NMD trial conducted in the year 2000 was a complete failure.
Jetzt müssen wir hier vorbei. Sorry, wenn ich ein wenig ruhig bin, weil
1999 trials is now
ich mich hier doch ein
considered a
wenig
fantastic.
konzentrieren. Weil ich möchte ungern
There
erwischt
was no
werden.
technological solution in sight, and the program
Das
was
ist irgendwie
already
mit einer
attracting
rechts,
strong
also
criticism from
nicht
Russia
so
and China for
günstig.
its potential violation of the anti-ballistic missile
Muss ich
defense.
wahrscheinlich mal warten, bis... wieder
The fact that
wechseln.
any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning.
Ah,
President Sears forced the NMD
das
proposal
ist die nächste
through
Tür.
and succeeded in deploying the program. Some say that it was a military interest with plans for...
So, jetzt sind wir im letzten Raum. Jetzt müssten wir bei Metal Gear sein. schon gehört, Metal Gear
All familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears
Raised.
administration.
Genau, der
The current state of
große
nuclear
Name oder so.
proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Former President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the NMD concept. It was he who lowered Start 3's ceiling for tactical nuclear weapons in order to bring Russia around to approving a revision to the ABM treaty. Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow Moses. Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military community knows the facts. Its specs spread across the globe like wildfire. The nuclear race is on again. The only thing that can reverse its course is this Metal Gear Ray.
Ah, es ist dumm. Deswegen beim Controller an sich selbstständig zu machen. So, das müsste passen.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
Komm mal weg. Nein. Fail.
Intruder to the left!
Ihr wollt mich doch verarschen, ey. Okay, jetzt haben wir das auch mal gesehen. Ole.
Hey, respond! Snake! Snake!
Snake. Ja.
Former President Sears did
Aber wir
also
fangen
act towards
wieder hier.
reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the NMD concept. It was he who lowered Start 3's
bewegen wir
ceiling
jetzt nur
for
mal so
tactical
hier.
nuclear
Ganz
weapons in order to
langsam.
bring Russia around to approving a revision to the ABM
Weil ich
treaty.
brauche ein Foto von rechts.
Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow
Pinnt
Moses.
fast ein, der Kerl. Und tschüss,
Even
Mann.
though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military community knows the facts. Its specs spread across the globe like wildfire. And the nuclear race
Die
is
Kamera?
on again. The only thing that can reverse its course is this Metal Gear race.
So, ich muss jetzt mal gucken. Das brauchen wir auf jeden Fall.
The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility
Hello?
of reduced
Ah,
nuclear defense capability.
All right.
NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely.
so.
But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by
Oder muss ich
specific
dazu
interests
wegen weiter
within the
oben sein?
military
Ich weiß es jetzt
industrial
gar nicht.
complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these
Ja,
corrupting
wieder irgendwie
forces.
zurück.
That is our mission.
Hallo.
Bear that in mind. George Sears surrendered
gerade
his
wie dumm an,
presidency
glaub ich.
in the aftermath of Shadow Moses.
Good.
Official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next
Scheiße,
generation
nur noch 1
nuclear
Minute
warfare.
20 hier. Ich drehe am Rad.
But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community.
Oh Gott, ich hab's echt spannender gemacht, als es sein sollte, Leute. Und ich brauche noch ein Foto von vorne und eins von nach links.
Your necks must be stiff right now. Time for some more stretches.
Oh nein.
Right. Left.
Boah.
Down.
Es gibt mir etwas Zeit.
To move on, This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system.
Jetzt pennt der im Stehen, ey. Ich drehe mal. Der pennt im Stehen.
The importance of next-generation technology such as
So, die haben jetzt ihre
C4ISR and
Übungen
RMA
gemacht.
in battle situation has been discussed time and again. But Ray is the first to deploy it so fully.
Und jetzt brauchen wir ein
Ray's
Foto von vorne,
completion,
dann müssen wir noch
Marine Corps will lead the
hochladen.
way for a new age of military
Leute.
tactics. We will proceed out of New York Harbor and conduct top-secret field testing of Ray. Shadow Moses has turned public opinion against weapons development. This training needs to stay covert.
Jetzt muss ich mich ein wenig beeilen. Oh. Oh. Eine Sekunde, ne? Ich drehe gerade. Alter. Jetzt hätte ich beinahe die Taste nicht gefunden, ne? Weil ich wieder am Denken war. Was ist jetzt die Action-Taste? Hoffentlich passen die Fotos auch, weil es könnte sein, dass ein Foto nicht passt. Das wäre ganz, ganz scheiße. Ja. Das Passwort falsch, ne? So, dann wollen wir es mal uploaden.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Oh, I don't think we can use this.
Ja, das war das Failbild.
The next image is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Gut.
Okay, what am I seeing now? You already took a good one of the side lettering.
Nee, das kann nicht
The
sein.
next ones... We only need one good shot of the lettering. Next up is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay, last one's coming up. It's all...
Nein. Scheiße.
I'm on a roll here. Let's go on a little bit longer.
Oh.
We cannot risk jeopardizing the program on the eve of its completion. The disguised oil tanker is a part of our cover. Ray is well worth all these precautions. Trust me.
Ich bin jetzt etwas verwirrt.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Ach nee. Oh. Bin ich blöd. Ich weiß, wie von links und rechts.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path. This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country.
Gedacht, wir sind jetzt echt im Arsch.
Tonight. The brain drain of nuclear specialists and the black market trade of weapons grade
All right.
has been fueling a cottage industry in nuclear weapons since late last century. Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the
Ja,
world
das ist
over.
jetzt ein wenig ruhig. Wir wollen vielleicht auch ein wenig den Typen dazu hören, was er zu erzählen hat. Oder auch nicht. Aber jetzt ist es gleich vorbei. Jetzt zack. Und die letzten beiden Fotos und dann haben wir es. Hoffe ich.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. Okay, first up. Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in...
Jo, von rechts. Ja, gut. Okay, wir müssen jetzt abhauen.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid law.
coming down, Snake, with this tanker!
Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
So, da können wir auch schon speichern. Aber das mache ich erst, nachdem ich gecheckt habe, wie die Aufnahme verlaufen ist. Also sehen wir dann uns im nächsten Part, Leute. Was ist mit Snake? Wer ist verschwunden? Und ja, vielleicht erfahrt ihr dann im nächsten Part schon mehr. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Es war halt viel Videomaterial, wo ich nicht reden konnte, aber das ist, denke ich mal, nicht so schlimm. Also bis zum nächsten Mal bei Metal Gear Solid 2.